Hey, hi YouTube. I'm Patricia,
I'm Luca.
and welcome to Chadol Chums. So it's called that because we made this YouTube channel a long time ago when we were really into Korean barbecue and never did anything with it.
Which we still are very into Korean barbecue.
That's right. But we are actually using it now as actually kind of like an accountability tool. So I am a TV show slacker. I actually watch movies and games. I play games more than I do TV shows.
And I am a TV show binger. I love to play games too, but definitely not as frequent as Patricia. So today we're going to watch Kaiju number 8 with the season 2 is coming out in a couple of months. See how she likes it. What do you think Kaiju number 8 is about?
Kaijus. I have not actually heard too much about Kaiju number 8, so I've not been spoiled on it or anything. I think the most I've heard about it is I think the main character guy turns into a kaiju sometimes. So it does kind of give me some Attack on Titan kind of vibes, but I really don't know anything else about it except that there's no giant robots. I'm if there's kaijus, there should be giant robots.
What
yeah, has, mechas, dude. Well, I don't know.
What other media has? I know there are some. But what has mechs and kaijus?
Godzilla. Source, trust
one?
Me, bro.
Okay. And then I guess for the audience, for reference, what's your favorite anime?
So my favorite animes, I really like shoujos. I really like animes that have a lot to do with character and relationship building. So my number one favorite is probably Ghost Hunt, which I know not a lot of people know
Very
about.
Niche.
Yeah. But yeah, horror too. I really like horror, just in general for the genre. So that one. I also really like Samurai Champloo. I like Ouran Host Club. What else do I like? I like Fruits Basket, Inuyasha, all the older ones because I'm a old person now.
And I used to watch exclusively only shoujo anime until a couple years ago, and now I pretty much only watch shonen, mainstream shonen. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Patricia thinks of the show.
Yeah, I like shonen in general because I think that's probably what we'll target first after we get through Kaiju 8.
I at least don't as far as I remember, and truthfully I don't remember a ton about the plot, but as far as I remember, there's not a lot of screaming.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's good.
But you don't really, you don't generally like the screaming in shonen, right?
Well, it's not that I don't like screaming in shonen. I just think in most shonens that I've seen, I feel the fight scenes are way too drawn out usually. So.
No, I think this one's pretty good about it.
Okay. All right. So we'll get into it and stop yapping. So
okay.
We'll do it.
Let's start watching.
Why would you ever even leave your house at this point? I would never go outside if there was actual risk of kaiju.
Just watching Solo Leveling, that's the same thing. There's just monsters all the time appearing. Why?
Well, it's the same with Marvel and the Avengers. I'm I would never leave my house in New York if I knew that there was just going to be people blowing up the streets all the time. No, and we were also looking at the episode title. It's funny that it's called The Man Who Became a Kaiju. So people becoming kaijus confirmed.
I don't think he full on is a kaiju in this episode, if I remember.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I am interested to see because knowing he became a kaiju, I feel there's going to be Kaiju 1 through 7 is also people who became a kaiju, possibly. That's my episode prediction.
I legit
currently
don't remember. So I can't.
Nice. They literally have stop signs that are kaiju, stop for kaiju. That's so funny. Oh, kind of cute though. Yeah, a little lizard.
I just why did they always come into the city? They never pose kaijus as eating people or anything. So why do they go into the city to just destroy the city? Is that just that's their main goal in life?
I don't know. I think we'd have to go back to the original Godzilla and watch it because I think in Godzilla he got pissed off at humans for some reason.
I'm trying to think Godzilla -1, the newest one.
No, Godzilla went to the thing, but
I can't remember why. No.
I really think it's because he like something happens in the ocean that like makes him angry, so he
Yeah,
comes to
I think they
the
were
island.
just shooting a bunch of missiles at him and he got pissed.
But like not when he was in the ocean, though, right?
Yeah.
Really?
I think they were trying to kill him before.
Well, before he'd even done anything. So then Godzilla was
I
justified
think-
for killing all those
I think-
people. Self-defense.
I can't remember shit.
That's funny. Imagine that kaiju attacks were so regular that you can just like watch it on your screen if you're not in the area and you're just like, oh, I had a nice cafe with my friends.
Casual.
Yokohama's getting all messed up by a kaiju, but that's fine.
God. Thank God I don't live there.
Yeah, exactly. I feel bad for the kaiju. Like, I know they don't know any better. Like,
I don't remember why they're here or what their goals are.
ew, I feel like I wouldn't be able to eat a hamburger looking at this, but sure, I guess.
I like that.
Looks
like
it'll be overtime for me for a while.
it's very realistic because this is his
Alright,
job.
roll
He just like
out.
cleans up.
Ugh, I would
Alright.
after like an attack.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
like guts removal people. That
Yeah.
would I hope they get paid well. Oh, a Casca. That's interesting. Like like after the guy who wrote the Metamorphosis, Casca.
Didn't we have this conversation before? Maybe I had this conversation with Aaron. Somebody was telling me this.
Yeah, right. Because like Casca wrote that book about the guy who turns into like a giant cockroach.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never. No, I think he was telling me about that because, that Fly.
Oh, the Fly
movie
movie.
is based off of that too, or something.
Yeah, I think
Or,
it
like,
takes inspiration from that.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, childhood friends.
Yeah,
Childhood friend trope.
you know how they love to use that
With
one.
her cool demeanor and
Her hair clip hasn't changed after like 20 years.
I think they were like poor, if I remember correctly. So maybe she just like
Like orphans or just like,
I think she lost her home or something.
huh, okay.
So maybe that was her mother's hair.
Oh, well then I even feel bad about laughing
Probably
about
not.
that. Wait, so like, do you start here at the cleaner section and then work your way into the defense force?
No, do you want me to spoil it?
No, I was just wondering because
Okay.
he said like he has an eye on the defense force. I'm like, that's kind of weird that they would have them start as like cleaners and then you become a defense.
he's got like a backstory.
Okay.
You quit. Why is that, sir?
You don't get my lore
Well,
on
you
the
know,
first day.
Gave everything I had.
Wait, did they like say how old
What's
he is?
wrong
or
with
no?
giving up when you're beat? Is it really such a crime?
I do like that he's like not a younger protagonist.
Yeah.
Alright.
So like, if you live here, do you just
Well,
What do you mean?
that's the
because like look how burned out this building is and stuff. So if you like live there, do you just
I think
You
he
just-
died.
oh well? But if you don't die,
And then you just move.
well, you just have to like be in a hotel. You just lose all
Maybe
your.
they've got some kind of social service that like relocates people that are like victims of the kaiju attack.
Yeah, I'm like you just lose everything probably because your whole apartment's gone. Like
Yeah.
all your documents.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Kinda looked like you were still pretty torn up about it.
Mhm.
Well,
Don't talk to me about my
Somebody
failed
just-
dreams.
if you're okay with living the life of a
Whoa, what? Ew, what? Yeah. Wow, he has way better reflexes than me. I'd have been like, what? Oh, he got his leg. Oh no. You need that to run.
Yeah. It's just like
Ugh.
why does it have human teeth?
Yeah, it feels like worse when it has like human teeth. No, you were supposed. Does she like even remember him or?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. But did she know that was him, or she just like walked away after seeing his leg was broken?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can see why you
They
probably wouldn't like her.
They got some issues.
Oh.
She took that scary thing down in barely a second.
Well, she had a gun. That helped probably.
Completely left me in
Is
the.
that a bug? Ew! Ew! I thought that was the fan. Gross. Ah. I would no. I would have to move away from Japan if this was good. Like, I would not be able to go on. I don't know. That's a traumatic
Yeah.
event.
Yeah.
How do you like live through a bug like forcibly making its way down your windpipe?
I guess like if you get cool powers out of it, though, like
I
out of
guess.
it, would you be okay with that?
Well, as long as it's not talking to me, it seemed kind of psychic, so I feel like it's gonna talk to him in his gut or something. I don't know. I feel like I don't trust that because it's like a parasite. It's giving me like parasite vibes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think still at the end you don't really know why, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, because it seems very like purposeful, like found you
Yeah, yeah,
specifically.
yeah.
So like, I feel like I would not be able to eat
Hold
for
on,
like 5
sir.
days.
Yeah. But like now you're a cool kaiju, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, at least you don't look like a bug. That would have been very unfortunate.
Poor
I
kid.
like him. He's funny.
I love him in his kaiju form.
Honestly, slap a skull on anything, it looks really cool.
Oh,
Oh man! You're gonna give him a heart attack. Okay, so that's the end of episode 1. I think
Did you like it?
no, I really like that actually. I like the two like mainish characters
Yeah.
right now, like Ichikawa and Kafka.
Yeah.
I do want to see like how him and the girl, I forget her name, it's like Mina or something. I do want to see like how their relationship kind of like fell apart, because it looks like they both still kind of like each other.
I don't think there was like really any catalyst for like, if I remember correctly.
Because I feel like, because just like using anime tropes, I feel like it's gonna be like she blames him for not being able to get into
I
the
don't
like.
remember.
She'll be like, "You just didn't try hard enough." And he's like, "How dare you?" And then
I
he's
don't think she even gets in. Like he even
in the same
I'm
team.
not gonna spoil it.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that's. So I don't really have any predictions as of yet, because I do kind of want to see. But it kind of makes me think that like maybe the kaiju are definitely more than just like wild giant animals that wander onto land.
Oh, interesting.
Well, because like this one speaks English psychically, like I feel like they must have like some sort of society or something.
Okay.
So I would say that is like a prediction for me currently. So I do want to see if they'll talk more about like kaijus in general. And yeah, like just like the relationships between them, because I think there's like, well, I guess I want to see who's on his team, because you make it sound like he's not going to be on the 3rd division.
I didn't say that.
Okay. But you're smiling like it is. Okay. So I do want to see like what team he ends up on, and like just the more world building in general. Just because like there's at least 3 divisions.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder how many divisions.
Yeah,
are
it definitely
total.
gets like it picks up from here. Like I feel like the first episode was a little slow.
Oh really? I
Yeah.
thought that was pretty good, just to see like the general world building and like what people are doing. But yeah, I really like that. I'm ready for episode 2.